Welcome back, everyone, to the Stan Sheriff Center. Let's take a look at the McDonald's match stats.
Well, so you take a look at the errors, they're about even. You know, both teams are doing a lot of avoidance hitting. The blocks are pretty good tonight, and the hitters are avoiding that. Kill percentage for both teams, pretty horrible, to be honest. Utah State normally hits 167. They're negative 017, more errors than kills. And Hawaii normally hits 315. They're about 250 points behind their season average. That means that Utah State doing some pretty good blocking and digging, each team with almost 30 digs apiece. And the service aces to errors, Hawaii's got 5 aces and Utah State with 3, but Hawaii's 5 aces have really come at the right time, especially points 24 and 25 in set number 2 by Jane Croson. That was pretty amazing what she did coming out of that timeout.
How is Plan B working for you?
I think it's working pretty good. Hawaii's missing a little bit of the firepower, obviously, without Kanani there. She is Miss Firepower all by herself. But I think you got to give a lot of credit to Jane Croson and Hartong. They've done a really, really good job of picking up the slack. The middles are struggling a little bit with connecting with Uiato. They're both hitting 0. Both Adolfo and Brittany Hewitt are hitting 0. But the outsides are picking up on it. Satelli's coming through with some crucial kills, but all the hitters could hit for a better percentage, that's for sure.
So we begin the third set. Serving is Croson. Into the net.
Can't get aces every time. When you jump serve, you're going to have your misses.
MacArthur serving for Utah State. Blake, Uiato, Hewitt. Cross court and in. Hewitt.
A little bit higher set that time. Nice adjustment to the low set she's been giving Hewitt.
Adolfo comes into the front row along with Hartung and along with Uiato. Serving is Hewitt. Dug up by Bodley. Neves. Hit over by Orr, and that goes off of Hewitt. So Utah State leading 2-1 here in the third game. Bodley serving. Maeda, Uiato. Down the middle comes Croson, and she is blocked. Blocked by Van Hoff.
Solid block by Van Hoff that time. She's what is number 5 in the WAC in blocking. Just straight up and straight down.
Bodley serving. Hartung, Uiato step out. Adolfo, and Adolfo is blocked by Orr. So Utah State, no doubt, has come out, and they have taken to heart what Hawaii did to them in the first 2 sets. Serving again is Bodley. Uiato with the joust. That ball goes off Orr to Bodley. Orr hits it and out. So Utah State leading 4-2. Maeda goes out. Coming in replacing Maeda is Satelli. Hartung, Satelli, and Adolfo in the front row. And serving will be Uiato. Dug up by Orr. That ball hit over by Van Hoff. That goes off Croson.
Hawaii's last 2 digs were the players were in the right position, just didn't control it. Hewitt had a chance and Croson had a chance to keep the ball in play.
Uiato sets up Hartung, and the block is right there waiting. Orr was there along with MacArthur. So Utah State has come out, and they know exactly what Hawaii is doing.
That's it. They've got 2 blockers up each time a Hawaii attacker is going up. So Uiato's got to spread this offense around.
Utah State with the advantage. Put over by Orr, Croson, Uiato. Ball is blocked back. Croson again with the save. Satelli blocked in the air and down. Satelli able to block that off hard roll.
I think what Uiato's got to do is go pin to pin, go wide. So the middle blocker for Utah State has got to do a lot of moving. Right now, she's not having to work very hard.
3 serving 6. Hartung off the cable. Bodley, Hargrove. Ball hit over by MacArthur. That'll be returned by Hawaii. Croson In the back row by Bodley on her knees. And that ball is hit by Orr cross court, and she gets the touch. So Utah State almost morphed. I mean, they were really having trouble in the first 2 sets. They caught fire at the end of the second set, and they lead here.
And for the first time tonight, they're hitting positive. 16 kills, 15 errors.
Croson again. Off the block, saved by MacArthur. Uiato goes outside. That's popped in the air by Bodley. Ball is hit by Sorensen, but into the net.
You see that last set by Uiato, she fired it to the outside to Croson at such a fast pace, the middle blocker couldn't get out there, and Croson was faced with a one-on-one situation. That's how Hawaii's offense has got to develop.
Blake serving. Dug up by Rogers. That ball mishit that time by Bamble. So Hawaii closes to a 2-point deficit here in the 3rd set. And serving will be Blake. Satele, Hewitt, Croson in the front row now. Dug up by Bodley. Hargrove goes to Orr, and she is blocked by Hewitt. Hewitt and Satele. In fact, that went down in front of Hewitt and Satele.
Yeah, swing by MacArthur on the outside there.
Serving is Etemani. MacArthur service error.
MacArthur, the reigning WAC player of the week. MVP in last year's WAC tournament. Had off-season foot surgery. Actually played last year's WAC tournament with a broken navicular bone in her foot.
Satele is serving. Hargrove chases it down. Ball is hit over by Rogers. Blake. Ball put over by Hewitt. That'll be returned by Utah State. They go cross court. MacArthur block back. Hewitt gets it and knocks down Bodley in the back row.
That might have been the best set Hewitt's gotten tonight. High, close to the net. There's a ball that's hit over, and Hewitt just snaps it right back.
Satele serves. Dug up by Sorensen. Hargrove. And that ball hit into the net that time by MacArthur.
What caused that play wasn't so much MacArthur's swing there into the net. A lot of it had to do with Chantil Satele putting Utah State out of system that forced a really bad pass.
Tied at 8. 3rd set. Satele. Dug up by Sorensen. Chased down by Hargrove. Here's Sorensen. That's off the block that's saved by Croson. Croson gets it back, block back. Saved by Blake. And that ball goes out. So that's a point for Utah State. And they resume the lead, 9-8.
It's been a great time for Uiato to go back. 2 Utah State blockers are just waiting.
Croson. Utah State to return it. Ball hit by Sorensen, blocked by Hewitt. Tied at 9.
Utah State not very deceptive there either. Brittany Hewitt got to the outside pretty fast and put up a 2-person block pretty easily.
Maeda comes into the game. And serving will be Croson. Satele going out. Tied at 9. Dug up by Rogers. Ball is hit by MacArthur. There's Croson, Uiato, Hartung, triple block. The ball is dug up by Bodley, hit over by Rogers, and put down nicely by Uiato. Off that save by Blake. Uiato looked through the net, saw the opening, took advantage of it.
Lizzie Blake in double figures with Diggs right now. Doing a nice job back there in the back left position. Solid.
Hawaii leading by 1, 10-9. Serving is Croson. Dug up by Bodley. Sorensen gets it down in front of Hewitt.
Sorensen actually whiffed that, missed it completely. Had just enough on it to get it over the net and fell inside. Normally solid block of Hewitt.
Sorensen will deny what you just said. Serving is MacArthur. Chased down by Uiato. Hartung cross court. Dug up by MacArthur. Here's Orr hitting it. And that's out. That's a point for Hawaii. Hawaii leading 11-10 here in the third.
Good eye by Lizzie Blake that time to let that ball go out. She's becoming more and more mature with every game she plays at libero.
Adolfo comes into the middle for Hawaii. Waiting for this Hargrove. Back set ball just touched over by Sorensen, but hit back by Hartong.
There's an advantage of Dave Shoji developing depth. He's got two middle blockers out there, Adolfo and Hartong. So when he moves one out of position, puts Hartong to the outside, he's now got a pretty sizable front line.
Goodman comes into the front row for Hawaii. Serving will be Hewitt.
Now they're even more sizable with Goodman in there. Although I wonder who's going to set in this situation.
Good question. Hewitt serves. Bodily to Hargrove. Or. Good save by Hartong and Maeda. Hargrove, Bodily. Getting the ball across is MacArthur. It's going to be Maeda setting. That ball comes out. Hawaii still alive. Saving it is Croson. Hargrove sets up Sorensen. That ball is blocked. Blocked by Hartong and Adolfo.
Again, a solid block over there by the two middle blockers. And here comes Maeda's now going to come out of the game. I guess she didn't pass the setting test, but Dave showed you smiling over there going, ooh, I'm not even sure he told anybody who's going to be the alternate setter. Maeda just stepped in there.
Stauber now has come in at setter. Overpass, Hartong hammers it down. And Hawaii has built a 4-point lead. Here in the third set, they win this set, they win the match. Timeout has been called by Utah State. Much more to come. Let's check out how it works, presented by Central Pacific Bank.
Here's how it works when you have no setter in the game, because Monica Stauber's not in, Uealto's not in. Look at Emily Maeda go right up to the net, set the ball perfectly to the outside. Almost got a kill out of it by Hartong, but Maeda, normally just a defensive specialist, instead had to step in there and really come through, and she did.
Hewitt serving 14-10. Hawaii leading. Ball is hit over by MacArthur. Rat-a-tats around. Croson gets it across. Excellent play by Stauber. Ball comes off again. There's Hewitt. Stauber. Ball hit over by Hartong. Hawaii playing exceptional volleyball right here defensively. Stauber, Croson. Ball hit over by Goodman. Utah State returns it. Stauber near the net. And the ball hit by Hartong. The set to Adolfo didn't work at all. But the replay, rather the ricochet went to Hartong.
Look at that bang, bang, bang play. And here's the end of the play right there where the ball gets blocked by Utah State straight up, and Hartong just puts it straight down.
And an ace. And an ace by Hewitt. Hawaii now leading 16-10 in the third set. Hawaii on a 6-0 run.
Well, I tell you, Hewitt's getting to play defense 5 times in a row now. She just loves it.
Hewitt serving. Bodily overpass, and the ball is hit down by Goodman. Or excuse me, by Hartong.
Boy, just too much depth, too solid serving. Utah State falling apart in the passing department right now.
Hawaii leading by 7. Hewitt serving again. Ball hit over, but long by MacArthur. And it's 18-10, and Hawaii just putting it into another gear. Running away from Utah State. Serving is Hewitt. Here's Goodman. That's off the block. Hargrove. Ball hit over by Sorensen. Sorensen gets it down. I don't care if they're behind by 7, 8, 9. Utah State loves to celebrate.
Yeah, they do. If ever they were going to have a chance to upset Hawaii in Stan Sheriff Center, it would be on a night when Hawaii doesn't have Kanani Danielson's services. Wouldn't you think?
Good point. Ball hit over by Hartong. Sorensen. Croson. Stauber to Hartong. Hartong all of a sudden has become very, very valuable.
Hartong with her 13th kill of the night to lead everyone on the floor. Actually, twice as many as anybody on the floor. Hitting 300. She got 8 digs, 4 blocks. And she got a couple of aces to go along with it.
Hawaii leading 19-11. Serving is Uiato. Hargrove. A ball hit over by Van Hoff. And let's see. It's a point for Hawaii.
Ball completely on Hawaii's side of the court. Uiato tried to set it. And basically what Utah State did was block the set. The block was on Van Hoff.
Utah State, ball hit over by Orr, straight in the air by Croson. Uiato, Croson behind the 3-meter line. That's blocked back. Croson with the save. Satele pounds it off the block. And Hawaii leads now 21-11.
Eventually, Hawaii's consistency in ball handling just wears other teams down.
Serving Uiato. Dug up by Orr. Hargrove goes back to Orr. And stuck up by Croson. Hartung again.
I know who my vote's going to be tonight for MVP for Hawaii Player of the Game.
Hartung with 14 kills.
You know what she's also done well? She's passed well when she has to.
Serving is Uiato, 22-11. Another overpass and another kill by Hartung. She now has 15. Hawaii on a 13-1 run. They just caught fire here in this third set. Griffiths comes in. Serving will be Uiato.
Utah State's got another timeout left, but looks like Grayson DeBose is not going to use it.
23-11 and a double hit called. Double hit called on MacArthur. Aloha ball match point. Ball comes over. Griffiths, Uiato. Ball is hit over, and that'll be returned by Utah State. Griffiths with the save. Uiato, ball hit down by number 3, Christiana Tuininga, just into the game. Tuininga comes in, gets the match point. Hawaii goes to 20-1 on the season, 8-0 in the Western Athletic Conference. So Hawaii sweeps Utah State, and they do it without Danielson. They do it without Kanani Danielson. And they do it in many different ways. But it was Hartung who finally stepped up with consistency. It was Hartung who took control. And she, along with her teammates, dominated in the third. Well, we'll see how Dave Shoji feels about this. He's now 20-1 on the season. Here's Howard.
Jimmy, thank you very much. Here with the head coach. Anytime a star player goes down, you look for somebody to rise up. In your case tonight, it looked like a lot of people rose up, and that's got to be a great thing to see.
Well, I think they all realized that we needed to have people step up, and so, you know, Hartung's been training along all spring on the left, so it wasn't a huge surprise to her. Everybody else did a nice job. We didn't hit for a great percentage, but I thought it was very efficient.
You talk about Emily, 15 kills on the night, a match high. She really kind of jumped over the roof this evening, and it's a perfect spark for a team that needed something.
Well, I mean, she's very athletic and she's very versatile. She can play the middle and she can play the right. Now we know she can play the left. So if we ever need somebody, you know, it's Hartung. But you know, we'll have Kanani back in there hopefully on Sunday. And but everybody, especially Emily, stepped up tonight.
You know, you always talk about good teams and that one game that could be that trap game. This is a team that beat you last year. They beat you one set on the road, and without Kanani, how important was it? And what are you feeling about what you saw out there tonight?
Well, we needed to win tonight, and I knew that they give us trouble. Their system gives us some trouble. They didn't play well tonight, but we'll probably see them in the WAC tournament. They run you know, kind of a bunch read block. It bothers our hitters sometimes, and a little bit tonight. It was, you know, they blocked us, but we didn't hit very smart during that period. But it's a team that we really want to beat.
20-1, sounds pretty good, Coach. Way to go.
Thank you, Howard.
Dave Shoji, head coach of the Wahine. Chris, Jim, back to you.
Okay, thanks, Howard. We'll be back with more from the Stan Sheriff Center following these very important, well-produced messages. Hawaii defeated Utah State tonight 25-16, 25-21, 25-11. Really running away in the third set after being challenged by Utah State early on. Bank of Hawaii now presents the players of the match. And for Utah State, it is Laurel Bodley. She had 16 digs tonight. And for Hawaii, Emily Hartung. She was really athletic and entertaining. 15 kills, hit 344, and she had 8 digs. Tell me about her performance.
I thought it was just spectacular, actually. She just did everything. As Dave Shoji said in his interview, she's so athletic. She just makes things happen out there. She can play left, she can play middle, she can play right. As Kevin Wong alluded to earlier in the show, he said, well, has she set yet? And my answer to that would be she probably can set if she has to. But you know, what a job she did tonight. We asked in the as far as the pregame keys to the game are concerned, who's going to step up? Well, clearly Emily Hartung was one of the ones that stepped up tonight.
So Hawaii continues their winning ways. We'll pause for these messages and then be right back at you. Looking at Hawaii tonight, they have one more match on this homestand, and that is Sunday afternoon, a Sunday game at 5 p.m. against Idaho. And Idaho in the WAC can give you some competition.
Yeah, they're picked for third. They're a tall team. Hawaii struggled with them last time up in Idaho. Went 3-1 against them. So again, it took them 4 games with Kanani Danielson in the lineup to beat them up in Idaho. So I suspect that Sunday will be a little bit more challenging match than tonight's match, because Utah State, as Grayson DuBose, their coach, said, struggles when they're on the road. We'll see if Idaho may be a better road team and give Hawaii a better battle on Sunday. We'll see.
Now, we are not allowed to tell you why Danielson was held out of competition tonight. There is privacy laws for student athletes. But be that as it may, I hope it is not serious enough where she's not going to play on Sunday.
No, she's going to practice tomorrow, I think, and test it out, and whatever's wrong, and be out there on Sunday. It's my suspicion that she'll be back.
Another break coming up from the Stan Sheriff Center.